start now? Or? Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. We are Team NUSo. And this is our team. It's a 2 people's team. I'm Wang Kai, and I'm a part-time student from SDM and working in Singapore Prize Holding. And he's Xie Du, also part-time student, working in PSA. So before we start, I want to tell a story. So it's something like one day I received a call from a headhunter and regarding a startup finding a programmer to help them build a website. And I go for the interview. Before I went for the interview, I checked out the interviewer profile, and actually I found, hey, the CTO actually is my classmate. And after that, I went for the interview, and I found we actually took class together before. And we don't know each other actually. So this is a very big problem because we studied together for 4 years and we don't even know each other. And if we know each other, and probably I will join him when he start a business, and he don't even need to pay the headhunter a bunch of money, right? So we found that in NUS, we kind of lack of interaction between students. So every day, students go to class and study, maybe do some project work, and after that, they leave. So sometimes they have CCA or whatever, but we found that if we can group people with similar interests or taking the same class or taking the same CCA and let them interact through kind of apps or platform, and they can know each other better. And further, we want to extend this kind of relationship even after student graduate, because I think during student life, everyone is quite innocent. They kind of live happily. So I think they share more common interests and they may share the idea freely. So even after graduate, we want to let them maintain this kind of relationship. So through the interaction, we want to let the students follow each other, follow the topic, and participate, share their idea. And through the share, they discover the common interests. And in the end, strengthen the relationship and make new friends. So this is currently what we have. On IVLE, it's quite academic. So you have profile, you have the course history, and course information, and maybe some IVLE news. And on the other hand, Facebook also has the profile. People can check and make friends, share photos. It's a social network. So IVLE did a good job on academic, and Facebook did a very good job on social networks. So what we need to do is link the 2 platforms together. So we come out the NUSo.
Okay, let me push through what we can do through this application. So the basic idea is the interaction. We try to pass our words. So the first thing we do is that what you're thinking today, just like in Facebook, what you think today is pass the words. So essentially, every words we try to tag the topic is popular going on in the campus. So essentially, they will list all the topics, list all the bars under certain topics. Then in that, you can also browse through the bars, probably through the topic or just browse randomly through all of them. And also we can comment on the bars. It's a typical thing we can do in Facebook. Also the last thing is the discover topics. That's the thing you will be interested, because when you browse through the topics, you will find out some certain topic you are interested. You can just follow it, and you can read through all the bars under it. And also, the last thing is that when you are joining the topic, just not only follow it, you also discuss in it, so you can post bars based on the topic. And so the last thing is that you can also create your profile to show your personality, those kind of typical thing you can do in social network. And yes, the last thing is the friend up. There's a final step. We want to build out the relationship and interact with each other. Yeah. Okay, my friend will continue to present the application to you to show how we proceed with this kind of design.
Okay, so this is our application. And after you log in, all you can do is you can write whatever. Maybe I can write I'm presenting. Okay, so after you post, actually in the main thread you will see yourself, and you will actually add some tag automatically. So this is the so-called topic. Okay, this is will do it automatically. If you see, so that's yesterday I post one. I need help. Feel sad. So actually, this bars will tag with the hash help automatically. So you don't need to something like Twitter. You need to put a hash or whatever, right? So and if you follow certain topic, for example, okay, you can see the help, okay, and you can go in and either command it, okay, I can help you. Right? Or if you don't know this person and you found his topic is quite interesting, you can either see his profile or add him on Facebook. The reason why I don't want people to add the friend on our own platform is, frankly speaking, we are not good at doing the social network, right? Let the professional Facebook do it. Maybe in the future we can do it on LinkedIn or whatever. But now Facebook is the strongest, so we actually, because we are friends already. So, and you can also post the comments on the Facebook profile. So this is done through the Facebook. It's not on our platform. So normally you will see the Facebook interaction. Okay, he received. Yeah, so after you share, he normally will receive the post I post on his wall. So the interaction actually is mainly between our platform and Facebook. So even after graduate, students lose the IBLE account, they can still interact on Facebook. And students can even follow topic, maybe want to share. And by default, certain students, we will let them follow, for example, their faculties. So they will see all the bars posted by same faculty, maybe also same program. So they can know each other very quickly instead of they need to attend the class and then probably need to do a project together in order to know each other. So this is a platform for them to share, to let them follow. And friends, also you can friend and invite friends. So sometimes you think, hey, this application is good, and why not use it? And as long as he next time receives the invite, he log in using NUS account and Facebook account, we will link them together. Yeah. And lastly is the profile. It's basically we create two information. One is from IBLE, is regarding your academic and which year you are in, and NUS mail. And on the other hand is the Facebook profile. So you can see which country, hometown, and the Facebook link. Yeah, that's most of it.
I will brief through the design behind the scene. So essentially, you see the application here. The truth is we don't store any database in the app itself. So everything is done through the server. So essentially, every time you send a request to the server, we provide API to generate those kind of data. So every time the data, we retrieve the data from IVLE and also Facebook. So we build up everything inside the server side. So we are thinking, because we already, this application is widely used in the school, so we will capture all of bars. This kind of information is very important. Nowadays, it's very popular to do the big data analysis. If you, if you're in the IT industry, everyone is doing that. So essentially, the idea after this stage is trying to capture the region in the social world, in the campus social world, to be specific. Okay, so essentially, we can mining the bars to get the information, what's going on in among the students. Also, we can do a natural language processing. Actually, we tried several package NPL to analyze the bars, but the data is not enough. That's why we cannot present much information for now. But we believe it's got a lot of potential to do with this one. Also, the trending analysis, typically you will see this one in Twitter, this kind of normally short blog application. So this one is so important is that we can detect what's a popular topic maybe in this week, in this month. So what the student is doing. Yeah, it's a good way to monitor what student is trying to achieve in the school. Yeah. The last thing is the sentimental analysis. This one can be critical. Just now my friend posted buzz says I feel sad. So this kind of thing, I believe you heard the news that not long ago some student got do the suicide. So it's not a good thing to do. They cannot share their feeling through certain channels. So this one is providing a good channel for them to speed out what they're thinking. So this kind of sentimental analysis can help to those kind of students have problem. Yeah. Okay. The next step, we're talking about the professional networking. As I mentioned by my friend, after graduate you have a lot of classmates, but you don't know them. Yeah. So essentially, they are the precious resource you should capture in school and then maintain after school. So this one, the next step, we intend to integrate with the professional network, the linking. So you can maintain the relationship through after you graduate. So you can contact them. Maybe they are doing different job. You may be interested in then discuss with them or find time to chit chat with them. And the second thing is the IM integration. As you see just now, is bus. Is essentially is one-to-many direction. So the IM integration is try to create a channel, one-to-one channel. So you can find out with some friend and just through the IM to discuss with them specifically. Yeah. The last thing is the location awareness. The magic things about location is that you know where is a friend, so you know what they are, probably know what they are doing. We can predict what they intend to do. So it's kind of a extra information we can use in the application. Yeah. That's all for us. Thanks. Do you have any questions?
What's the difference between this and Facebook?
Oh, this one is trying to, we try to limit the scope of the concept inside the campus. Yeah, the differences between, I know you are doing a lot, maybe you have a lot of time browsing the Facebook, but the thing is that you have a lot of friends outside. This one is specific to the school. So only you have an IVLE. Yeah. Only if you have an IVLE profile, you can create a profile here. So you can only use the application only if you have an IVLE profile. That means you have a username and password.
It's basically Facebook doesn't capture which year you are in and which program you are taking and maybe which hall activity you are attending and also as well as which course you are taking. So through the IBLE profile, we can find out, oh, okay, this student taking maybe CS1101. And all the students within CS1101 will follow that topic. If you post and probably they can friend you on Facebook. And because Facebook, I think, is more good at the social network, so you can even extend even after you graduate because you already add a friend each other on Facebook instead of just add a friend on IVLE or just on NUSo. Yeah.
So it has the similar concept of Facebook in terms of what you post or who you can reply to or which post you can see. It must be your friends or
No, I think it's more similar to Twitter, but Twitter don't tag your tweet automatically. We use some NLP to automatically detect the certain topic. So just now I already show if I put a help, I mention some help, or I say iCreate, and you will automatically group certain topic together. So user, after they sign up, we will let them automatically follow certain topic. For example, me, I am taking, iCreate, starting this module, right? So I will follow that module automatically.
right. So is this the same technology you build up for your automatic hashtags?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you? Okay. What happened if you no longer in IVLE? You has left the school. So if you haven't created your network before you leave to school, you pretty much can't use the system.
Yes, because they don't have an NUS account. Yeah.
Okay.
This is kind of.
I think for that topic, you don't need to worry. We have an alumni network. So essentially, we can port this one to the alumni also. After you graduate, you actually have an alumni email and also the password visit. So that one will not be a problem. You can even extend to this one to be a alumni network, alumni application also. Yeah, that's the concept here.
Okay.
Maybe we can request we don't delete students' IVLE account, right? Actually, I found out quite interesting that IVLE keep my undergraduate course information because I'm taking graduate after I graduate 2 years, and the professor actually can see through all my undergraduate course taking. So I think why not just leave the account there, and maybe one day student need to log in and have more social function waiting there using the NUSo.
If you have bigger budget for maintenance, yeah. But I think part of my worry with this application is I like the idea that in fact that you don't want to replicate Facebook.
Yeah.
Because I feel that's correct. But I'm also worried that it looks like so much like Facebook that you don't build your own niche area. So people get very grayed out on where exactly you are going with that. I think that's the key part that you need to push when you present this.
Actually, I want to answer this concern. It's because for now, right, for Facebook, the way they suggest friends is quite different from what we do. What we do is that we base on the faculty, also the year, also the CCA, also the modules. We don't suggest friend based on other things. We just based on those criteria we use in school. It's actually module. We can take all the module history. Last time I specifically asked our IVLE team to provide me the API to get all the history module. So as far as you have a shared module, we will put you we rank you high in the suggested friend list. So you can see the suggestion very easily. Yeah, this kind of way to get to friend up with your classmate. Yeah, that's quite different from the Facebook, I believe.
Yeah. Of course, because Facebook is a generic platform. It doesn't have to. Have you considered as a Facebook application being developed?
Yeah. After this one publicized in the application store, right? We definitely will go to Facebook. We already create. You can see we already create the Facebook app, but it's just a dummy one. We through which we can get access to Facebook information.
We open the API, right?
Yeah. So every time we pull something from the information from the Facebook, right, is stored in our server. But once a period, we are going to do a refresh. Let me pull the information from the Facebook server again. Yeah. So everything recorded in Facebook will be reflected in your in our server like once a while. Probably we can run it per day. Yeah.
So I want to mention is we actually build it kind of the server and the server provide the API. So even somebody, we can provide a specification, they can build a Windows or Android very quickly through this API. Yeah, this is a demo. We build iPhone apps, but anybody or ourselves can build this kind of application using our API. Yeah, to call our server. Yeah. So I think building multi-platform application is quite easy in this case, because all the information are stored on our server side, except the login.
This is more a generic question. Since you are students, right, would you post here or will you post in Facebook?
Okay, good question. So on Facebook, you have your parents watching you,
Okay.
maybe your girlfriends, which is not studying in NUS. So sometimes you just want to share certain information related to school with your classmate.
So you contradict what you said as innocent when you first start.
No.
It's not innocent after all.
So this is like a private, a school Facebook in a sense. Only people within the school can Facebook with each other inside there.
No, it's a platform to link student to their Facebook account. It's not a Facebook. We don't intend to do a social network.
Yeah, but you more or less have
It's a group between the IBL, between the school's platform with the most powerful social network.
Wait, but I post things to NUSo. I don't post. It goes into NUSo. It doesn't really. You can choose for it not to go into Facebook.
It's
right?
possible to actually push to
Correct.
Facebook.
It's possible to push to
Yeah.
Facebook. But I can choose. So if we go for the isolated model, where we cut off Facebook, this will essentially become like a private Facebook for NUS. Something like that.
Oh, forum.
Okay,
Not
fancy
foreign.
looking forum.
No, not
With
fancy.
NL
It's not foreign.
Okay, I mean there's tags.
Yeah.
There's the NLP that passes out the text that you can go and search. Then it's like, okay, like I said, maybe it could be more like Twitter lah. But how would, so you're trying to marry social and
School life.
school life.
I think the concept here is that we are not actually only limited to Facebook. As you can see, we intend to integrate other kind of network, other kind of application outside, as far as they provide API. So it's kind of a one node to connect to outside. Yeah.
Okay, but my question is, why? I mean, the very general is why this lah. But what's the? That means you just want the students to socialize with each other. You want the students that you know in your class to socialize with each other through this. So what's the motivation for them to socialize through this?
Yeah, just as mentioned by my friend in the story. Essentially, we don't. I mean, through our college life, other than
Correct.
those kind of CCA whole life, we don't really know our classmate a lot.
Correct.
It's kind of a
so how would
motivation
this
here.
make you? Okay, so let's go back to the story of yours from the beginning. So let's say NUSo was there. You still need to motivate both parties to go inside there and post things. Then you say, oh, now I know you. If these both parties don't have the motivation to go inside there and post, it's still back to square one. You still don't know that classmate of yours.
That's why we try to create those kind of hot topic in the campus. It's definitely nowadays we are talking about information. So essentially, this good channel to get a lot of information through our application. People are actually splitting out the information. You can get information through our application.
Yeah, why I want to post here? That's my question. Why? There's many things out there that I can post. Why here? If you see it's like Twitter, I might as well go Twitter. Okay lah, they're missing the auto text thing, but it's not going to kill me. So how would this make you know your friend? What's going to make you what's going to motivate you enough to use this system?
Okay, so is maybe somebody is more talkative. They will also always buzz around, and some of them will just quietly sitting there watching, listening.
Stalker lah, yes.
Yeah. So if we can let the quiet people link up with those talkative, and then later they can link up with other friends very quickly.
I'm not questioning technology. I know the technology works.
Yeah.
My question is, how are you going to motivate people to use this technology? It's easy to create something.
Yeah. Maybe in the future we can even put some gamification mechanism in our system. That's also possible. And maybe link more different kind of social network, and maybe professor in the future also can participate in, right?
So let's go back to the main
Yeah.
thing. How would this make you know that friend, your classmate?
It's through the topic.
So assuming both of you now are logged into this system,
Yes.
either of you posted something that the other person is interested in.
Yes. For
So
example,
there's no major assumptions that
Yeah.
we are looking at.
Yeah. For example, there's a topic called SOC. So for all the SOC students who post his bus will go to this thread,
Correct.
as well as some other thread. So just now, it will also go to this thread. So it's kind of one bus will match several topics. So as long as you follow one of topic you are interested, you may notice, hey, this person talking some interesting buzz on our application. Why not try to contact him or at least see his profile?
Probably I'm in the same mind as Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Where if you could put this in Facebook and somehow they cross post into your platform, it might be easier because it's more natural to them. Because you're not asking them to go here and post, then you cross post into Facebook. Whatever people reply in Facebook doesn't come here anyway.
No, Facebook has quite strict privacy settings.
So it end up it's a one-way traffic from you to Facebook. Facebook is happy about it. You are not happy about it. You don't get anything from Facebook other than just posting there. So why not you turn it the other way around? Somehow when they post in Facebook, you cross-link, maybe auto tag or something, then this one comes into here. So the users themselves just go Facebook and post as per normal. The hashtags will bring it into this system. Then you can then show this.
Another problem is sometimes people think Facebook has very strong privacy protection. They will
It's supposed to have.
Yeah, they will post more personal things. So it's kind of let the people have the choice to post whether who to see the certain.
But I'm just thinking who's going to post here. That's the main thing I worry about. Who's going to come here and post when there's 1,001 channels I can post in?
Let's take Chinese Weibo for example. How they start the Weibo. Normally they will invite certain celebrity,
Yes.
or in our case, maybe some popular student. We should invite them to start using our application first, and after that, slowly the traffic will grow.
Okay.
So this is how we plan to grow our application.
Okay. Thanks.
Just because the platform is always there for social. It's too many. How do we get people there? I mean,
Yes.
given the example, LinkedIn and Facebook, social, But if LinkedIn tries to go head on with Facebook, they will lose. But LinkedIn kind of brand themselves more into a professional networking area and things like that. Else Facebook just with the social. So I think that is the main challenge you have. Why you want to use your platform? I think that's a very, very big challenge. And I think happening itself, topics doesn't really help that much unless you have extremely interesting things happen, and people comment. But I subscribe to certain pages in Facebook, right? I see a lot of people make good comments. Doesn't mean I actually want to friend them in Facebook because I don't want them to know about my personal life. So it's nice to know that this guy exists, but Yeah, I'm not going to show my whole family pictures and stuff like that, and what I'm going to do on weekend. So there's always that limit. You know, he might be brilliant, and he might unless he's really like very very big star, but you wouldn't care in most instances.
Let's talk about the motive. Okay, so let's be honest. The forum in IVLE sucks. So essentially, they don't provide much functional. Yeah. So essentially, what we can do is that we do a very good organization of the information, just for the purpose is like a forum, but we provide much enriched functionality. Typically, things like the tag. Also, we can try to create those kind of training in the forum. Yeah. So essentially, for each module, we can create a topic. So essentially, you follow a topic, you can get a lot of information. Typically, like for example, before exam, people are sharing the answer for previous year's paper. There's a typical motivation you can join this one. I don't think you can get the one from Facebook. Yeah.
In fact, when you started off with your story, I think that was a good one. I think if you just focus on that, going forward, I mean, even if you go out, you know, you work at Shenton Way. How many people actually from your cohort actually work at Shenton Way? Who is your senior that works at Shenton Way? Maybe we can hook up for lunch. You know, you have lunch breaks, and you can talk to them and see what they are up to in their career, rather than getting too generic, because it doesn't really help. You know, you get questions like this, but if you focus on, I want to make sure that the relationship is built beyond your school years, and if you are a late starter, you haven't started the relationship during school, we still give you a chance to continue, right? So I think if you focus to that story, your application might have more traction. I'm still curious about some of my friends, you know, when I graduated 14, 15 years ago. What are they doing now? You know, some of them come up with good business ideas. Some of them have very interesting experience. Some of them totally not in IT. What happened? And I'm curious. You know, I might want to keep in touch with them, right? But not really in general. So if you focus your story to that, I think you have a better winning point in marketing your application. If you put it this way, the more you stretch yourself, the more you stretch your application, the more questions you have to answer, and the more things you have. You know, it's like you opening your door bigger and bigger. Your gate also get bigger and bigger because you need to deal with that. So get focused, get precise. I like the story when you started off. I think build on that and see how you can have that niche. That's my take for.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. But the thing is that yes. When we answer your question, right, it's more like what we can do. It's not what we are going to do. So what we intend to say is that we start focus on certain things at the start point. Maybe create some certain topic, just like the way Weibo does. Actually, they attract some certain celebrity. They pay them to post in Weibo. It's kind of a way to start. It's a start point for the application. So after that, expand to other area. Yeah.
So countering that in NUS, how many celebrity do you have?
Typically, it's definitely every hall definitely got JCRC, right?
Okay.
Think about it. They have a. If you live in hall, you will know JCRC have a lot of power. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Just I didn't make a comment from just now because I'm still struggling in my mind to frame up the solution that you have. I think if you really want to be serious about this app, you need to go back and think about what's the goal you want to achieve from this. I think the way you pitch, we are all very confused. Myself, I'm very confused about the ultimate goal. It should be very simple. Instead of trying to, what he said, cover every single thing. My interpretation of your app is that the only value that you have in this app is that you have the information from IVLE. That's the only difference why people cannot emulate your app. And you basically want to constrain yourself, right? I mean, you correct me if I'm wrong. You want to create a constraint, just like what Facebook did last time, where they authenticate where you work based on your domain name. Now you want to make an exclusive club that only NUS student, exclusive to your class, can participate in the conversation. And the reason why I say about forum is that forum is a way that you can see how people are open to interacting with other people. It may not be the direct implementation of how you do it, but as you can see, sometimes forum you get 0 posts, you get 1 post. So it's not easy for people to get, even by posting academic stuff is so hard. What makes you think that they will come in and post social stuff? So it's going to be very difficult for that. You need to really think about how you're going to solve that. At the end of the day, being the social part should be done at the Facebook end. So you come here, you just maybe come up with a common topic, you talk to the person, and then you bring the conversation to Facebook. I don't think the conversation will stretch in your app. Yeah, so you really need to think about that. But I can see the value. The value is that you got the information from IVLE. And sometimes I don't want to talk to 10,000 people. I just want to talk to people in my class. And that may be something that will be useful for you. Yeah. But you need to see the value, because it's very hard to sell this app if you are not clear on what's the goal.
Yeah, what you're talking about is try to say how are you going to start to sell the application. I mean, sell the point to students, right?
Yep.
So essentially, we believe this part of the marketing we need to think about.
Correct. Because if you ask me, will I use this app when I'm a student, I will use it, to be honest. I will use it to find, and I will use it to like just post random stuff and see whether other classmates that I don't know, I don't speak to in the class will respond or not. But that I think that is something that I will do. And you probably have to be on top of that instead of trying to get 5 jobs and everything. I don't think you will get that. You will get that in Facebook and LinkedIn, but not here. Here is just one touch, and then you move on. Yeah.
Correct. Thanks.
Okay.
Any more question? Thanks.